right, there we're back. Cool. All right.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm gonna put you on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
So for my 2 years in the Coast Guard, in Cleveland, Ohio, for the Cuyahoga River, it's a very busy river. We had a pretty big AOR, and what I learned coming from the ocean to the lakes is the strong swimmer theory, they call it. Most of our cases were, when we found, unfortunately, people who have perished in the water, it's strong swimmers. And that's because they have, especially men, they have this belief that they are strong swimmers and they can handle going in the water for 5 minutes. Say they drop their cell phone and they want to dive to find it. Or say they lost a ring and they want to dive to find it. Or even a flotation device floated away. They'll jump in the water without initially putting on what we know is the best option, your flotation device. No matter what, 100% if you're in the water, put on that flotation device. Because all it takes is undercurrent. All it takes is a shoestring getting snagged at the bottom. And you're within a minute, under panic, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
So if you had that flotation device, if you took the right avenues initially when you entered that water, you've removed yourself from danger. If you enter that water, if you're an Olympic swimmer and you enter that water, you have no idea what's underneath it, your chances of survival have dramatically gone up. So that was most of our cases were middle-aged men who were strong swimmers.
Yeah, and no longer am I swimming across. A year ago, I would have swam across this river, no problem. Be like, hey, Sam, you want to challenge me to a swim contest?
I still might wearing a wetsuit, I guess. It's a little cold. Yeah, it's pretty cold. Yeah.
So let me introduce you to Mike Bishop here, Muddy Bottom Adventures. See how I'm getting really good at this?
You
Mike?
are. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, we're learning.
Right?
Yeah, has really been spearheading this, with Christy Simmons, with the search for helping us define which areas we need to get into. Like, he's giving us like little maps as to, hey, you need to search here, 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 and here, and these teams are spreading out, so it's no longer just 2 people coming in and be like, hey, we're gonna come look for Bill. Now it's like, hey, we are here looking for Bill. And
Absolutely.
so with that, I really, big thank you to you for spearheading this. And so please kind of bring us up to speed as to, we all came in, we had a bunch of locations to search, and,
we still have, some water to go back over. And then we have some that we just haven't touched yet. So that, we have more time in the week, which is great because, like you said earlier, if things are going smoothly down at the ramp with the 17 cars or however many there are there, we can branch out again. Teams of 2, teams of 3, whatever the case may be, and cover that water and make sure that it's absolutely, out of the question or find it.
Yeah, in fact, talking about covering water in cars, we have 14, 17 cars that we've already put eyes on over there where we're going to be tomorrow. We actually found 3 cars on this side of the river there that we did not even know. We've been across that twice. We were across it with Tammy and Dennis.
Right.
We didn't see those cars, but they found it today on the ROV. So that puts us at, let's say, 20. And then we have the 3 cars at Lock 2 Park. That puts us at 23. That are, they're so far gone we can't get them out.
Right.
Then we have the 3 cars here. 1, 2, 3. So that puts us at 26 cars. Then we have the 3 cars at Two Rivers Park that we're going to get out in 2 days. So that puts us at 29 cars.
29.
We have 3. No, they found 4 cars over at Peeler today.
That's 33.
That's
Right.
33 cars.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
how many more cars do we have? And we've not yet found Bill.
And we're in a very small radius. We're talking about that we found all these vehicles. Obviously the main majority cluster is in one location, but over time doing the investigation, the Peeler Park cars, the cars down here, all these cars, the one that Britt and Nug was able to pull out, like we've seen all those. We were able to dive the one at Percy Priest, but it's great to have this community of divers and people that have come together to get this crap out of the water,
And not just the community of divers. We've got, big Roy over there.
Roy!
Came in with his boat.
He's got the boat.
Yeah. You guys have a boat. Who else had a boat today? But, we had the other boat from TWRA.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Wildlife Resources
Wildlife.
Agency.
Yeah. Yes, I keep getting it. It's either yes, that's what he said. Now, with that, what I really like about, they've seen us and and they've said multiple times today, they said, we saw what happened in North Carolina. We are not going to be that agency. We are, whatever you need from us, we are here to help you search, and we're here to help you clear the areas as well. So
they were so happy to help. They're like,
oh yeah, that's one thing that I've just blown. It's really blown my mind.
Great organization.
We've only run into maybe one or two people that have been, I don't really want to talk to you anymore.
Well, and we're trying to get onto one golf course, and they're kind of that
right,
way right
yeah.
now.
And so the support and the willingness to let us go out and do what we need to do. You know, there's on Percy Priest Lake, a handful of those marinas charge for you to launch your boat.
Right.
Haven't had to spend a dime because they're like, no, absolutely, go do what you got to do. Just let me know when you're here.
That's good.
This community's
but-
really good.
And what's great is, I mean, you're in this community, and we are forming that relationship with TWRA and Metro for you guys. That
Yes.
you know, this is they see the movement, they see the good that's taking place. That, you know, we're pulling these cars out and we're helping to search for the lost loved ones, because although they have the ROV, we're still doing. They didn't even know about these cars that were over here.
Right.
I said, with your training and everything that you guys have done with your drone, I said, what is the biggest junkyard that you've ever seen underwater? They said, we had no idea this was here. This is the largest one that we've ever seen.
Right. I mean, it's crazy.
And how long has it been there? I mean,
right.
Yeah.
And we know that there are some that are old.
Yeah.
They're just old. But, you know, it's just really cool to have everyone here with all this support to get this stuff out of the water. And I mean, guys, it is so important. You know, if you go check out Britain at Depths of History and Exploring with Nudge, you'll hear them talk about the stuff that you see floating on the surface when they pull these cars up.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why we're getting it out, because they can't get everything out of your drinking water. And guess where our drinking water comes from?
Yeah, it's
This river.
damage control.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Damage
huge.
control.
I you know, and the more we can get the word out there, the more people we get involved, the more we can get this stuff out.
Well, right now we have 33 cars. Well, and then we didn't even talk about the car that Doug and Britt already got out. So
Right.
there's 34 cars right there.
Thunderbird.
Yes. So, you know, so speaking about, you know, the support of all of this, here's what we need to do for you. You know, is that you guys came into this, and I mean, a month or two ago, you guys didn't have, you know, you didn't have a motor for the boat.
No.
You didn't,
Oh, we still kind of don't. have-
it's kind of broken. So here's what I want to do for them. A couple of things is, all of you that are on here, I need you to go over to Muddy Bottom Adventures. Make sure that you subscribe to them. So if the mods can drop the links to their YouTube channel, because I appreciate you supporting everything we're doing here, and this is part of the extended support, is that we started in Portland, Oregon. We now have a solid core of what you guys are doing. I have to travel to Portland 2.5 hours, 3 hours away to go to the cars. You have these cars in your backyard, and we have opened doors for you for Dad's Towing. Anytime you need anything, they're there for you.
Right.
It's amazing. Anything you need from TWRA, they're now there for you. But you're also where I was, you know, a year ago,
Right.
with the, you know, the equipment, you know, and that's what we're going to try to do to help you get, you know, additional
Right.
equipment. So, you know, anything that you can do to help out Muddy Bottom Adventures, anything on this live stream today that you're donating, I'm giving 100% to you guys today on this one.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome. Thank you
We're
so
doing
much.
everything we can to help you out. I mean, you have dive gear right now, but you know, we have a motor that just went out on you. I mean, it's like a cheap motor that you found somewhere. Yeah. Right now, you're borrowing.
We used donations to get it, and then we kind of spent all of our donations getting this, and then it was one thing after another, and now we're coming out of pocket for everything. So we have literally no money left. I mean,
So not only am I going to give you whatever comes in on this today, like I've got somebody handed me like $200 earlier today, so I'm going to give you, wherever it's at, I'm going to give you $200 cash today as well, just, you know, for your fund. And you're borrowing my motor for the next couple of days. You cannot have my motor.
Dang it!
So a
Come
couple
on,
things,
guys.
You know, if anybody in the Nashville area happens to have a 10 to 15,
10 to 20.
10 to 20.
Yes, I
So
mean
15 to 20, I guess, really. for
Yeah,
that
15 to 20, because you know your motor's doing great. But if we had the horsepower, you know, especially in Stillwater, we could actually pull a floated car to a boat ramp. So that would be huge.
And those are between 2,500 for the
Brand new, yeah. I mean, but I'm not too proud to beg. I'll take a used one for sure. As long as it runs, I'll be honest with you.
So if you have a good used one you would like to donate, we really appreciate that we can get for you. If you have a new one, if you or if you can just donate any super chats today, we really appreciate that one, so we can help these guys out. And it's not just that. I mean, you're going to start diving and getting the water. I mean, you're certified, but you have like almost zero gear right now.
Right, because I was always a pleasure diver and did it so infrequently that I just rent gear.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a need to go out and buy everything. But now that I know you, eventually, yes,
You guys have a new addiction, and we've been talking about the addiction. In fact, where's Anthony?
Right
Anthony. We're gonna bring Anthony in here.
Oh yeah,
Anthony
man.
came in from New York.
Yes.
Okay.
This guy's awesome.
And he said,
I'm not gonna lie.
And he said, in fact, just straight from you, give us the words.
So I went out, did a dive on my first car, and I couldn't believe it. Had so much fun. It was completely different from wreck diving, like he was saying. Once you get down and you're doing something with a purpose, it brings the enjoyment level up tenfold, because not only are you doing it for yourself, but now you can do something for anybody and everybody, and not only get the enjoyment out of yourself, but help out the river, the nature. It's all for a good cause. The adventure.
You said you're addicted now.
Oh, I'm hooked. Anytime he's east of the Mississippi, he better call me, because I'll be there with my gear, ready to dive.
So thank you for coming in
Anytime,
from
guys.
New York.
Yep.
So
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me, man.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
With that, I think a few things I want to mention as I want to wrap this up is that we have Profiling Evil. We're going to be on tonight at 7. In fact, that's where you come back into this. Holy moly! I totally forgot about it. Mike King texted me.
That's right. We got Profiling Evil, guys.
Yeah, at 7.
Hey, guys, don't forget it, guys.
Don't forget.
We got it.
7
Profiling
o'clock.
Evil.
7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time.
7 o'clock Central.
7 o'clock our time.
It's 6 Mountain.
Okay, and so this is where, again, Mike is taking the lead on this. We have the William Brian McKenzie. Francis is his mom, and you have gone over to Jackson, Tennessee. You have spent, I don't even know, endless hours already on this case, working with Mike King, working with Francis, spearheading this, and that after this event on the 26th, we're all heading over there. I won't say all, I don't know who else is going to be involved in it. But because of you've taken this load off of us that we're able to focus on other things. But now we are heading over there to Jackson with you.
Right, and I'm an investigative thinker, so I dive into the information, and the timeline is huge. The locations of cell phone pings and text messages, all that, you have to gather all that information, or you're flying blind, really.
Yeah.
So we've actually pinpointed 3 different locations, some with multiple bodies of water, that we're going to go and search and try to clear. Yeah. So it's really exciting when I can help you dig into the information and really try to narrow it down, so we're not just going out there scanning. Yeah, I mean, Bill's case is different because we have no clue.
Right.
But we have a lot of information that we've run up on and found out since the last live stream with Profiling Evil that,
And normally we don't do cases because of my wife and her concerns. We don't normally do cases that murder is involved. Like, this is straight up murder. Okay. The thing with this one though is that Keenan, is already in jail. He's being convicted for 2 other murders, shooting 2 other people, 2 different instances, and so we know he's not coming out. So for us, we already know who the who is. We're just looking for the where. And it would be really nice if Keenan just, said, hey, you know what, guys, my conscience says, let me just go ahead and tell you, because I am completely, screwed till the end of time at this moment in time.
I don't think he has a conscience.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. So again, I want to thank you for everything that you've been doing,
Absolutely.
and your hospitality, opening up your home to us, working with Christy, Simmons here, working with Francis. And so again, if you guys can do me a favor, anything you can do to help these guys out. Muddy Bottom Adventures, like I said, anything here today. What are we up to as far as donations here today, by chance?
282.
So 282. We got 282 for you, plus the 200 in my pocket, or wherever it's at. Track it down. I got some snow pants on. I think it's deep down right now. I want to make sure it didn't slide out.
He's got snow pants on.
Yeah.
It's Tennessee. It's like 48 degrees today.
So, you know, my email is, I didn't have time to set up this description, so I mean, a lot of you have my email as well, so get a hold of me if you happen to have a motor in the Nashville area that we can get to these guys.
Also, if you...
What is your biggest need right now?
Our biggest need really is the motor, because when you're dealing with a river like this, you know, when you're using a trolling motor, it just sucks the battery life out of it, and it's worthless,
Right.
to be honest. Yes, you can do some things, but you can't spend time over a possible target when you're fighting a current. So having a gas-powered engine is absolutely crucial for what we're trying to do, because I've heard stories of other locations on rivers here near Middle Tennessee that we can go and look into. So yeah, that's our biggest right now, but honestly, we're out of pocket right now. Like I'm not bringing...
We're all out of pocket. Yeah, that's
Right.
the thing is we are all volunteers, so you know we appreciate you being a part of this with us. That you are a part of our family and our team and everything that we're doing out here. So
Well, I appreciate you having us. I mean, it's been a wild ride since, you know, the beginning of November, mid-October. So we thank you so much for your willingness to give to us. I mean, that's huge.
yeah. And do you happen to have a Venmo or a PayPal that we can send people to, so I don't have to have them send it to me and then to
Yes,
you? Or...
so muddybottomadventures@gmail.com. Our Venmo is currently down because we can't, for some reason, there's a disconnect with the bank and we can't get that figured out. But we do have a PayPal,
Muddy Bottom Adventures.
Adventures.
Did you put that in the chat?
At gmail.com.
And if you don't have that and you have Venmo, just send it to my Venmo at Jared Lyzik. The mods can drop that in here, and just make a note. You know, this is for Muddy Bottom. And
Friends and family. Send it friends and family.
So that way there's on Venmo's, but
Well,
PayPal.
Venmo's, PayPal, yes, friends and family. So, but yeah, it's just been awesome to be involved in this.
And so I want to hear, like, you've not even told me everything that you've been doing with Francis, so I am really interested in all the information that you and Mike King have to share on that tonight.
Oh, he's got some cool graphs and
Yeah, in fact,
and
what
stuff
time is it right
lined
now?
up.
So it's 5:32 right now, so in 28 minutes, we're going to be over on Profiling Evil.
Hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 5:32 right now. Here.
It's at 7.
Oh, it's 7 o'clock our time.
Our time.
So in
6 o'clock his time.
So in 1 hour and 20 minutes, we're going to be on Profiling Evil
Correct.
tonight. So do not miss that. If the mods can also drop a link down there to that one. Are there any questions that, let's take 5 minutes for questions real quick.
How much do we end up raising for the fire station in Jamestown?
Over $8,000. We might be close. We might be close to $9,000 on it.
Dude,
We
that's
don't have
awesome.
a final tally yet. In my account that's come in is over $6,000 between Sam and I. So we thank you for that. Incredible. Which means we were only $1,000 away from the goal. But then if everybody else that was leaving comments that said they were sending a check in and they've emailed us, if all those come in, we should be, we're going to break 8, but we might break 9,000 if everybody keeps their commitment on that one. So Bubba is blown away on that one. In fact, Dan has my phone. I wish I was able to actually, like, give a screenshot of what Bubba said. Like, the families, people in the community, they reached out to us, and it's just like mind-boggling to them as to what happened in such a short amount of time because of everybody. You know,
That's really
so we thank you for that. And that's the power of the platforms here. Is what's going on. So
And we're watching for questions right now, so if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask.
Yeah.
Question.
A couple questions that I saw a few times was, how much does the new outboard cost?
It's a brand new outboard.
Look on Cabela's. Look on if somebody
Yeah,
can look on
Bass Pro.
Bass Pro. So we're looking for a Mercury,
Yeah, 15 to 20
15 to 20
horsepower.
horsepower, 20, preferably 20.
Short shaft.
My guess is 20.
Stern
2500.
steer.
Anybody know?
2800. That's higher than that.
28? Is that higher?
Yeah, I was gonna say a 9.9, maybe around $3,000.
Is it?
Brand new. Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
I mean that's our biggest need right now. And honestly, I know I'm a diver, and eventually, yes, I will get my own gear. I'll get more certifications so that we're ready to go. But
Moving across the water is really important, and moving cars.
well, that and just I gotta get this guy upgraded. Like he's got some things that he needs that you know, right now he can go in the water, but it may not be 100% comfortable when it's this cold out.
Right.
So I want to make sure he gets his gear upgraded, better sonar unit. You know, ours is a little outdated. It does the job, but getting the 360 and things like that.
You know what else I have in the trailer? I brought extra ones. I'm going to give you guys 2 of my 3,000-pound lift bags.
Oh my goodness.
With that, you'll be able to get most of these cars out.
That would be amazing.
Actually, correction. I'm going to go ahead and give you 3 of them because with 3 of them, you can do anything that you want. Look at this.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
That's the waterworks.
And it's because again, it's because of you know everybody here. So. We have 3 lift bags for you. So you guys are going to be set for lift bags because you guys can move whatever cars you need around the area. So that's really going to help you guys out as well. So
Awesome.
200 there, 3 lift bags. That's like, I don't know, like $3,200 in donations right there so far. Plus we have another 300. What are we up to on donations there for these guys?
307 now.
So 307. So.
That's amazing.
Thank you. So we'll so hopefully somebody will send me an email that says, hey Jared, we got a motor for these guys that's somebody wants to get rid of it again. It doesn't need to be new, we just need it to run.
Right. It's running.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, we're all mechanically inclined around here, so we'll keep things moving.
Couldn't get the last one running, so
So an hour and 20 minutes. Let's answer 3 more questions.
When is the drive-through car show thingy meetup thing?
January 23rd from 10 to 2 o'clock over at Opryland Pavilion is where it's going to be at.
off of McGavick. So don't go to, if you're gonna come off of Briley Parkway and you're gonna pass the main entrance to Opryland and you're gonna go all the way down to the last red light and hang a left. You will see the pavilion on the left. So don't go into the main entrance of the Opryland Hotel, go past it. So just wanted to make sure that was clear because some people are gonna go into the hotel and then they'll be lost.
2 more questions.
Just real quick, did we find Bill? What's the update on Bill's situation?
Yeah, we're still looking for
Still
Bill.
looking- still
You know,
looking
so
for
we've
Bill.
identified 30 some odd vehicles right now. Of those 33 vehicles, none of them are yet Bill.
Right, and I do have a target on Percy Priest that I could not get a clear image of, so Team Waters is going out there in the morning
Okay.
to scan that.
Which Percy Priest is a place that he went quite a
Absolutely,
bit.
and this is not very far from Nashville shores, so that's his main area. My main area focus for looking for him is at Nashville shores, but he. Dennis knows a little more than I do when it comes to running sonar, so plus I want to scan some of the areas that are deeper. So he has the ability to drop his sonar down deeper and get a clearer image where there are bluffs
Yep.
and things of that nature. So it's important for them to get over there and do that.
Yep.
How many boots on the ground do we have right now working on this with us at the moment? What's the
Well, we had
guesstimate?
20
We're gonna have to have a guesstimate on
Yeah,
that. We got a lot of people
here
out.
last night that couldn't make it.
Probably
Or
25.
that did make it.
A lot
And
of people have come out.
I would say 30 to
Big
35.
community effort.
Well, and then the TWRA that came
Yep.
out, and then the other people, I
Yeah.
would say 35 to 40. That
Oh
we
yeah,
saw.
easily.
Yeah.
It's been
Plus Dad's
absolutely
towing the
my-
cycles through, and so.
mind-blowing the amount of people that are here
Yep.
in support of this. So
Do you want one more question?
I'm not seeing anything else.
One more?
Yeah, I'm not really seeing much else.
Any other questions?
For everyone asking, Dan is here. This is me. I am here.
Yeah, you guys we found him. All right, guys. There's Dan. He is with us. There he is. Our all-star is back.
So thank you, Dan, for making it in, and thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Make sure that you check us out on Profiling Evil tonight with Mike King. That's happening in a little over an hour and 15 minutes. And again, anything you can do to help Mike out and Bryson, really appreciated. We're going to continue the search for Bill Simmons. And on that note,
Buffering.
what did you do?
We're good now. We're good now.
So Sam, I don't know what Sam.
Dang it, reconnect.
His big hands.
It's doing the thing again.
Yeah.
All right, see if we can reconnect.
go over here.
Where are you going? Oh yeah, you have to be like over here.
You just gotta find the
Yeah, it worked right here.
Right here is the spot. Is it working?
Oh no, that might be it.
Sam broke it.
Go any further, you're gonna fall back.
All right. Okay, we are back with the two of you. So Sam
broke it.
Sam broke it. So Sam and Dan, send us out with any final thoughts and information.
I'm just happy to be here. I mean, it just feels amazing, you know, to see everyone that's come together and the support from the community. People have been feeding us. They've been, you know, treating us nice, putting us up in, you know, a hotel. You know, so many people have showed up as divers and with boats, tow trucks, equipment.
Just like thinking of when we started our first road trip, however many months ago that was.
Yeah.
Like the level we're at the beginning of this road trip is just
Way higher.
exponentially. It's just insane how quickly AWP is growing.
So this is growing, this movement.
And speaking of movement, you know, we actually just sent 3 lift bags down to Australia as well.
Yeah.
And so we have a team in Australia now, which is
Dan down under diving.
Yep, Dan under Dan.
Down under Dan.
Yep.
We love you, Dan.
Yep. I'm sure that he'll be on here.
So
So
we got 3 lift bags going to Australia. We're leaving 3 lift bags here in Tennessee. You know, we're going through the country. You know, we're doing what we're continuing to do and teaching others along the way. So it's all about, you know, each one teach one. So
Yeah.
here we are.
Yep. So let's see. On that, wait, did I just see down under Dan? No, I saw a flash in your pan. All right. On that note, send us out, guys. We're out for tonight.
Later.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.